If you've ever experienced emotional withdrawal from a partner, you know how painful and confusing it can be. One moment, you feel connected and close. The next, they seem distant, unresponsive, or completely disengaged. It can leave you wondering what went wrong, whether you're to blame, or if the relationship is falling apart. But emotional withdrawal isn't always what it seems. It's often a reflection of deeper fears and struggles within the person withdrawing. In this video, we'll explore the truth behind emotional withdrawal in relationships, why it happens, and what you can do to navigate it without losing yourself. Emotional withdrawal often stems from a fear of vulnerability or overwhelm. When someone pulls away emotionally, it's rarely because they don't care. It's because something in the relationship dynamic, or within themselves, feels unsafe or unmanageable. This could be triggered by conflict, emotional intensity, or even a partner's well-meaning attempts to get closer. For people with avoidant attachment tendencies, emotional withdrawal is a defense mechanism. They've learned to protect themselves by creating distance, especially when intimacy feels overwhelming. For others, withdrawal might come from feelings of inadequacy, stress, or an inability to articulate their emotions. Regardless of the reason, it's important to understand that withdrawal is usually more about the person pulling away than it is about you. When a partner withdraws emotionally, it creates a ripple effect in the relationship. You might feel abandoned, rejected, or uncertain about where you stand. This can lead to a cycle where you try harder to connect, reaching out, asking questions, or expressing your needs, only to be met with more distance. This dynamic can leave you feeling like you're chasing after something that's always out of reach. Emotional withdrawal can also make it difficult to resolve conflicts or build deeper intimacy. Without open communication, misunderstandings fester, and the emotional distance grows. Over time, this can erode trust and create a sense of loneliness, even within the relationship. Navigating emotional withdrawal starts with understanding. Recognize that your partner's behavior isn't necessarily a rejection of you. It's a response to their own fears, emotions, or stress. Shifting your perspective can help you approach the situation with empathy rather than frustration. When addressing withdrawal, it's important to create a safe and non-threatening environment for communication. Instead of saying, "Why are you shutting me out?" try something like, "I've noticed you've been a bit distant lately. Is there something on your mind?" This approach invites them to share without feeling attacked or pressured. At the same time, resist the urge to chase or demand immediate answers. Emotional withdrawal often requires space for the person to process their feelings. By giving them room while maintaining your own emotional stability, you show respect for their boundaries without neglecting your own needs. It's also crucial to set healthy boundaries for yourself. If their withdrawal consistently leaves you feeling neglected or unsupported, communicate what you need to feel valued in the relationship. For example, you might say, "I understand you need space sometimes, but it's important for me to feel connected. Can we find a way to balance this?" Boundaries aren't about controlling them. They're about protecting your emotional health. Occasional emotional withdrawal is normal in any relationship, especially during times of stress or conflict. But when it becomes a consistent pattern, it's worth examining whether the relationship is meeting your needs. If your partner is unwilling to engage, take accountability, or work toward better communication, their withdrawal can create a dynamic that's emotionally unsustainable. It's important to reflect on whether the relationship allows you to feel seen, heard, and valued. Love should be a source of support and connection, not a constant struggle to bridge an emotional gap. If the withdrawal continues to cause harm despite your efforts, it might be time to reevaluate the relationship's future. Emotional withdrawal can feel like a wall between you and your partner, but it's often a reflection of their internal struggles rather than a lack of love. By understanding the reasons behind their withdrawal, approaching the situation with empathy, and setting healthy boundaries, you can navigate this challenging dynamic with clarity and care. Remember, your emotional well-being matters just as much as theirs, and every relationship should feel like a partnership, not a one-sided effort. If you're ready to dive deeper into understanding attachment and navigating emotional challenges in relationships, I've written several books that explore these topics and offer practical tools for building healthier connections. You'll find the links to those in the description below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your experiences or questions in the comments. I'd love to hear from you.